So for this April for Gemini Risings, definitely asking for mindset shifts in order to reach those really long-term goals that we're working towards. If you are excited to dive into what the astrology, the tarot, and all the oracle cards have to say about the energies of April 2024 Gemini Risings, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. Hi, I'm Maren, a professional astrologer, current college student, and witch proudly out of the broom closet. I combine a blend of traditional Hellenistic techniques and modern psychological counseling skills in order to provide grounded spiritual guidance with my astrology. This video is also brought to you by Rashi Collective. Rashi is my newly launched platform connecting spiritual practitioners with their ideal clients. So if you are a tarot reader, a Reiki healer, an astrologer, any sort of esoteric professional, you can post your services on Rashi, and those of us looking to get our energetic needs met can find them. We can ground the woo with this and really join together as a spiritual community. So if you are looking to join that, the link is in the description down below, and we would love to have you join the family. So as I said, the emphasis for this April 2020 for you as a Gemini rising is really on inner mindset changes leading to achieving your long-term goals slowly and steadily. So on the 1st, Mars continues to conjoin Saturn in Aquarius. This is continuing over from last month, and it's an aspect of both hitting the brakes and hitting the gas at the same time in your 9th house of foreign affairs, long-distance travel, higher education, and cross-cultural matters. There's definitely a challenging yet new set of challenges and structures being implemented in your 9th house of reaching for these long-term goals in a different, more serious basis. On the 1st as well, Jupiter will continue to conjoin Pluto and Capricorn, so there is an emphasis of a separate crisis involving shared finances in your life or deep bonds with a relationship partner. There's something definitely expanding and coming to a head, likely an opportunity coming out of the deep transformative crisis that has been taking place within that area of your life. On the 3rd, then, Venus enters Gemini, your 1st house, which is such a beautiful transit of the planet of love, harmony, beauty, aesthetic harmony, coming into your 1st house of self and physical body. So this is definitely a time where you can feel and appear more attractive in all sorts of ways to others, and it's a great time to focus on self-care, bettering yourself, and attraction in general. On the 3rd, Mercury conjoins Neptune in Pisces in your 10th house, so the 3rd could be a day of receiving really beautiful artistic or non-linear information regarding career. It could be a day of receiving thoughts or receiving informative downloads around career steps. Maybe you get an intuitive pull towards a certain direction in career, or you receive, for example, you receive really kind words from a boss or someone higher up in a position of authority regarding how your work and public image are in your life. On the 4th, Venus in Gemini will trine Saturn in Aquarius between your 1st and 9th houses, so you're receiving some sort of long-term push for the better in terms of your long-term goals that is empowering you to receive and harmonize regarding your sense of self. So your long-term goals, or maybe some travel plans, or some sort of like push you're really having to get through for your long-term aspirations, is empowering you to step into a more harmonious sense of self. On the 6th, Mars in Aquarius will then square Uranus in Taurus. So as well, this drive towards getting things done or overcoming challenges in your long-term cross-cultural affairs is being nudged by some psychological underpinnings for radical change. There's definitely an urge toward mindset shifts in achieving your goals, maybe to a restless, maybe anxious degree, but maybe you're also able to harness that inner turmoil to put towards massive outer changes as well. There is a full moon in Libra on the 7th in your 5th house of children, creativity, and romance. There's a full video that you can watch on this linked down below, but this will be a high point over the past 6 months regarding the creative sources of joy in your life. Something to keep an eye out for is really beautiful new awakening. After this video though, feel free to watch the full video on this new moon or this full moon down below for you to get the full scoop on it. On the 14th, then the Sun in Aries will square Jupiter and Pluto in Capricorn between your 11th and 8th houses. So this ability to light up the area of life of networking and friendships in your life is getting a lot of help via your shared finances and also asking for transformations regarding these deep bonds. So you're able to put some more effort and illumination towards networking in your life via the resources that are coming to you in shared financial matters. On the 19th, then the sun will enter Taurus in your 12th house, which will ask for further illumination and contemplation of going within and resolving psychological states, maybe of turmoil or of regathering saneness, or like just getting things together on your mental front as a priority for the next few weeks. On the 20th, the sun in Taurus will square Saturn in Aquarius, so that's further asking for long-term implementation of work towards achieving your long-term goals in a way that magnifies the mindset shifts that will assist that. On the 22nd, there is then a new moon in your Taurus 12th house, another new beginning around internal states of being alone, of going within for those mindset shifts. Full video on this is linked down below for you to get the full scoop, but this is a very internal, really beautiful new moon of grounding new mental grids. On the 25th, the sun conjoins Uranus in Taurus, further illuminating this radical awakening, radical shift, or radical newness around inner psychological states. It could be you going within, like on a retreat, or a sense of withdrawing in an ascetic or an internal way from the world in order to regather, and maybe you come to a big realization through that. On the 25th as well, Mercury in Aries is squaring Jupiter and Pluto and Capricorn between your 11th and 8th houses. So the shifts and the expansion in shared finances is asking for and demanding a different way of communicating directly around networking and coworkers. Maybe the resources that you're sharing in a friend or a network context are becoming more apparent, and you're needing to be more communicative in a direct way around that. On the 27th, Mercury enters Taurus and squares Saturn in Aquarius. So Mercury then entering your 12th house is further signaling that you're going within and communicating on internal matters, and that is being pressured by your long-term goals. So that this month definitely has an outward focus on like the manifestations of things with other people. At the same time, it's demanding some internal work and some really beautiful shifts to ground those adjustments. So if you have any thoughts around the astrology coming up for you as a Gemini rising, let me know in the comments down below how you're feeling, what you're expecting, anything that's really resonating and ringing true for you. I would love to hear in your story below. So with the astrology out of the way, let's pull a tarot card for Gemini risings for April 2020. So we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. The Three of Pentacles reversed is reflecting maybe not getting to work, or the team members, the cooperative components, maybe the networking and friendship context we're seeing here. No one is like working together cohesively. There's a lack of efficiency. Things are trying to get done, but they're not coming together. So this could be a call to re-examine the way that you are outwardly projecting communication with these people. Now for a Work Your Light Oracle deck card for Gemini risings, we have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits Soul Tribe. Again, this emphasis on networking and those bonds being a reflection of the internal states. Getting honest and upfront about the way that you're feeling around these group dynamics to allow for the honesty to emerge in an even more precise and direct way to like get things off of your chest so that you can clear out and start a new thought paradigm. Finally, for the Law of Attraction card for Gemini risings for April 2020, we have our little babies are also thinking beings. The child is thinking on the day it enters your environment, and so beliefs are easily transmitted from adults to children. The child is vibrationally receiving your fears and your beliefs even without your spoken word, so give thought only to that which you want, and your child will receive from you only the vibration of those wanted thoughts. That's really interesting with there being a full moon in your 5th house of like children, creativity, and romance. If this might not apply to you if you don't have a child or children in your life, but just being aware of things coming to a high point around awareness of transmission of ideas and thoughts to children. And with that, for those of us who don't have kids, maybe it's around the transmission of your intention to your creative projects, and again, prioritizing mindset shifts that manifest through your spoken word. So if this rings true to you and you would like to get a private consultation from me one-on-one to further understand your natal chart and the energies around your hero's story, check out my consultation link down below. I would love to read for you. And also check out Rashi if you are interested in joining our platform and the spiritual community. Ooh, tongue-tied here. We would love to have you join. Otherwise, make sure that you do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you have not already. Also, share your story down below. I would love to hear from you as a Gemini rising for this April 2020. Otherwise, I am sending so much love, and I will see you in the next video. And when you